Right, it feels like ages since we've been to this property, and if you've not seen this before, it's an old vicarage. We bought it about 2 years ago, and inside it's got 13 flats. Some of them are HMO rooms, some of them are fully self-contained flats, and they go inside and outside. So there's 1, 2, 3 external flats. One of them we use as a serviced accommodation unit, and then the rest of them are rented out just normal on AST contracts. So we're going to walk around, I'm going to show you, because I know that a lot of people and new followers haven't seen this yet. And I'm going to talk about the numbers as we go. But whilst we're here today, a couple of things. Somebody complained that their radiators weren't working, so we're going to check the boiler, we're going to check the thermostats, and we're going to empty some of the coin-operated washing machines. So let's go and get it done. So this property was on the market for about 800,000. We got it for 750,000, but we've spent about £100,000 on it. We've had the roof done. The scaffolding alone for the roof was £10,000 or just shy. We've spent thousands and thousands of pounds on renovating the rooms, pretty much most of them, not quite all of them, and just everything else. The boilers, we had the boilers repaired, and no, not repaired, it was a commercial boiler, and it's been replaced to 2 normal heat-only boilers, and that cost us like £8,000 or something ridiculous. It's just a huge amount of money. But now we've finished spending, everything's been done that needs to be done, so hopefully now we can start making some money. Property cash flows about maybe £3,500 a month profit, but we've got a lot of paying back to do yet. This has been here for ages, clearly not been moved for months and months. It needs to be moved, isn't it? It's just been dumped there. Right, let's go inside the house, and firstly we'll have a look at the thermostats and making sure they're working and they're all functional. Okay, coming in. Smells nice and fresh. I've not been here for a long while. Didn't we have 2 of those? We've only got 1 now. So a couple of things for this property. This here is called a thermostat unit, and it's a thermostat, so enables the tenants to have full control 24 hours a day over the heating, but they do have to turn it on. So what they have to do here is they have to choose the time. So here, look, so that's on for 30 minutes now. So the heating now should come on for an hour or 2 hours, and goes maximum of 2 hours, and it will count down. So on 21 degrees, so they can set it. So now that should come on. So the heating should start coming on. It counts down from 2 hours all the way down to 0. So the tenants then will have to come out and then reboost it. The thing is with that is that when the tenants aren't here during the day, the heating doesn't need to be on. So it will count down and turn off. Now it will go down to 18 degrees. It won't go any below 18 degrees. So it's never going to be freezing cold in here. And it's got the night feature that will keep them nice and warm. So that should be on now. It says that the radiators are on. So we'll come back and we'll test that in a minute. It's amazing, like flooring that we've got in here, and the stained glass. We've seen the stained glass. Come and look at this. So when the sun is shining on the building and it comes through there, look, it's just amazing. Beautiful property. One of my favourite properties, actually. Right, we'll have a quick look upstairs. So we've got, in this main building, we've got a couple of shared bathrooms because some of the rooms are HMOs. So we've got a shower room there. We've got a shower room here, and we've got one downstairs as well. And then we've got another floor here. And then once again, another one at the top. So it's a beautiful building. So the heating's just come on. We'll come back in a minute to make sure that that's actually on. What we'll do is we'll go outside into the boiler room, and we'll have a look in the boiler room. In terms of electric, so I've done a couple of videos on these before. These aren't, they're not prepaid. These are smart meters. The tenant has to log on and they have to buy their electric online. They're not smart meters, and they only get charged the kilowatt hour that we pay, and we pay the standing charge. So they only pay what we pay. So if they're not smart meters, it doesn't cost them an arm and a leg, it just costs us the exact amount that we pay. And they can go online or they can phone a number if they don't have any internet connection. So that works really well. So all of the rooms are singly metered. So going back to probably over a year ago now, we had a big mains gas leak here. We had to corner off the road and everything, had to relay the pipes. but that's now been fixed. Right, watch your head, George. Remember last time you came in here? Right, that's on. And that's on as well. So they're both on. That's on, they're both on. So we'll go back in a minute and just test to make sure that they're running, but they are switched on. Right, now we're going to go into the laundry room because we need to empty the meters. We always get a bit of a surprise when we empty the meters. Sometimes people put little tokens in. Right, haven't done a video on this in a while. So because this property is all single metered, which means the tenants pay for their own electric, I pay for the electric that comes into the building. We do have coin operated tumble dryers and washing machines, so the tenants do have to pay for their own washing and drying. I supply the machines, we supply the maintenance, they have to come and use them themselves. Now they don't have to use it, it's not compulsory, but they can go to the laundrette if they want to. So let's have a look, see what we've got in here. So this is a price, 1 hour is £1.80. I don't know what you'd pay in a laundrette, but I do think it's quite reasonable. So, okay, there's not a lot in there, to be fair. That's all right, we haven't got any dodgy coins in there, which is quite nice for a change. So we've got, what, about 20 quid in there. When were they last emptied?
A month ago.
Any dodgy coins in there? No, nothing dodgy. It's wet, that is. How's that got wet? It's weird. No. Don't know.
Is it wet at the bottom of it? Bottom of there?
No. Odd.
Condensation.
Could be, couldn't it? Yeah, it probably is actually. From the dark tumble dryer. And then this one. Oh, there's quite a lot in that one. There we go. So all of that is all money that goes back towards the utility costs. And as I say, you know, the tenants can choose to pay at a laundrette if they want to. They can use this for convenience. But yeah, we don't, I mean, they do pay for their own electric, so it's not all inclusive here, not like some of the other HMOs. This is just like having your own house or your own flat, paying for your own washing and tumble drying. That's what happens. Right, so we're going to put this now in the bag, and we're going to take it over to the office, and we're going to bank it and put it against the utility costs. So the heating's been on now for about 20 minutes. We're going back and check just to make sure the radiators are coming on. But I think it's okay. There's no signs of anything not working. Yeah, so last year we had massive problems here with the heating not working because it was a commercial boiler and the boiler was condemned and we couldn't get anybody out until after Christmas. So we had to go around and just give everyone electric radiators and then credit towards their electric bill just to make sure everyone was kept warm, which worked really well, and it didn't cost them anything at all, so I paid for it until we got the heating fixed, which we, cross fingers, now have. So this is still on. It says it's on. It's on 23 degrees. Yeah, that's on. So it's fine. It's working fine. So I'll time it down now because nobody needs it on at the moment. Okay, good. Right, let's go. So, thank you for following my content. Make sure that you click that subscribe button because if you don't, you're going to miss these types of videos, and it's just me showing you my portfolio, walking you around, keeping it real and sharing all the good stuff and the bad stuff. Thanks for following.